Subscribe now and I'll love you forever.
I do apologize for the lack of videos lately, but here we are. Black Friday is over at retail, and yeah, that's life. So, Beats Fit Pro 1 week later. I don't know if you saw my last video or not, but I had just picked up the Beats Fit Pro like 2 minutes before I hit record on the video, and that was just my literal first impressions. I've had some time to compare and contrast, to do everything with it, and so we're gonna go over that. So first off, the relationship I have with my headphones is essentially whatever headphones it is, whether it's the AirPods Pro, AirPods 3, Beats, whatever, is, like everyone else, I just have it in my pocket in that small case. And when I'm at work, I have it in my pocket. And I work at Best Buy, so I can use my AirPods for examples to show customers and all that stuff. So that's kind of cool. But then whenever I am ready to listen to music, if I have a chance at work to put in my headphones, I do. And that's how I go about my day at work. And when I'm going to the gym, I have both headphones in, and I have the little thing in my pocket, the charging case in my pocket. That's how it goes. So first off, with the Beats Fit Pro, they are not very pocketable. Yeah, they're smaller than the Power Beats Pro, that big, massive case. But, geez, they're still pretty big. And I wear skinny jeans, so maybe it's just that. So it's my problem. But who knows? Essentially, they're not very comfortable to have in my pocket. And so whenever I switched back to AirPods Pro, after a couple of days, just to see how it feel, it was like a breath of fresh air how much I had missed the beautiful small case of the AirPods Pro. I really appreciate the AirPods Pro case a lot. And the case of the Beats made me appreciate my AirPods even more. Okay, so aside from that, next aspect of the physical features, the actual headphones themselves fit in my ear. Like I said last time, I hated the fit in my right ear, my left ear. It was good, it wasn't terrible, but once again, whenever I switch back to my AirPods Pro and I put my AirPods Pro in my ear, it was so comfortable. I can forget that I have headphones in my ear when I have my AirPods Pro on. Whether it's in noise canceling or transparency mode, I forget I have headphones in my ear, and it's really, really nice. Whereas with the Beats left ear or right ear, I can't forget that it's in my ear. It's just there. And that's the way I like to gauge headphones, is can I lose myself in what I'm listening to enough to where I forget I'm even wearing headphones? And I can't. Like at the gym, if I'm listening to music that I love and I'm jamming out and doing stuff, I can forget I'm wearing my AirPods. With the Beats, I feel them. I worked out with them, and they're very uncomfortable for one. I kept feeling like it was gonna fall out of my right ear. And yeah, so that really sucked. But again, that's my personal experience based on the screwed up way my ears are. So that's just my issue. That might not be something you guys have. If you use AirPods Pro and you hate this fit, but Beats Fit Pro worked for you, hey, that's great. And if you are worried about that, you don't know what to buy, most places that you can buy from do have extended return policies right now till sometime in January, so that you can buy one and test it and return it if you don't like it. Because headphones, one, they are, these things are $200, so you are spending some money. It is an investment. But on top of that, you want to use them. You want to make the best of them. And if you get a pair that you don't like, then yeah. So if I had the Beats as my normal pair, I would tolerate them, but I would not like them for my daily headphones, and I would not wear them as much as I wear headphones, if that makes sense. Okay, so that is enough of the physicalness of the Beats, what I feel. Now we're gonna go into kind of just the software. How does it sound? The noise canceling, transparency. The sound is gonna be a little bit different than the AirPods. The beats seem a bit lower. They sound a bit lower. So one, that means bass is going to be a little bit better, which I will say the bass, when it comes to rock music, is much better on the beats. I wouldn't say it's much better, actually. It's more present, if that makes sense. But the sound overall in the beats is much lower. The tone of it is so much lower, which I like it to be more brighter. So maybe that's something you can fix in settings, which I've not played with really in the settings. But just the way the beats sound compared to my AirPods Pro, I prefer the AirPods Pro, the brightness of it, even though I am sacrificing the bass a little bit. Like, even when I'm listening to an audiobook where bass doesn't matter as much, I still feel like the beats are too low. The voice of the person reading the book out loud is just a little too low. And I've listened to a couple of books. I've listened to the second Dune book, and then I was also listening to Perks of Being a Wallflower audiobook, both great books. And just the voices, two totally different voices, are just a little bit low. And then with the AirPods Pro, it feels natural. It feels like I'm in the room and somebody's telling me the story. And again, maybe that's just my personal experience, but hey, that's what this video is about, right? But in music, the beats sound great. They sound fine. If that is your preference of music, I'm not here to tell you which one is better. I'm here to tell you which one I like more and the different features, and which one that you might like more based on what I'm saying. You know yourself better than I do. Chances are I don't even know who you are. So, next off, noise canceling and transparency mode. That's also really good. If you remember what I said in the last video, the Beats Studio Buds both also had the noise canceling and transparency modes, but the difference between the two were not near as good as the AirPods Pro. I mean, noise canceling and transparency modes, they are polar opposites. So whenever you have one versus the other, you want to be able to see a difference, right? You want to be able to hear a difference, naturally. It's obvious. And so if you really can't hear too big of a difference, that's not a good sign. So the Beats Studio Buds did not have that difference, enough of a differentiation for me. The Beats Fit Pro, on the other hand, did. The noise canceling is really nice. I used it at the gym yesterday. It's really nice. You know, I don't have the chance to, try it out on a plane or whatever, but just using it at a gym, which is pretty loud, I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear the gym around me. And I could use the Beats. I could listen to my music in peace, and I loved it. The transparency mode is not as good as the AirPods Pro. I would say the active noise canceling is fairly on par with the AirPods, maybe just 1% less, but the transparency mode, the AirPods Pro, in my opinion, are unmatched, just beyond comparison, because with that in, it's like I'm not even wearing a headphone. Even more so, I can forget they're in my ear, and I just know that they're in there because I'm listening to something, but it's like it sounds like normal life. It doesn't sound like I'm using a headphone, and it's super cool. It is really cool, actually. I love it. I think it is super awesome. And yeah, so that is really the biggest part of it. I will say, last couple of things, I never really noticed a battery issue at all with the Beats Fit Pro. I've noticed more of that with my AirPods Pro, but also I've had the AirPods Pro a lot longer, so it could just be the battery is going out on those. The Beats Fit Pro, I felt it would hurt my ear a lot faster the longer I'd wear headphones, so it could be a factor to why the battery really hasn't run low on those, because I just couldn't handle wearing them for a longer period of time. The ear tip, for me, I don't like in the Beats Fit Pro. I don't like the case in the Beats Fit Pro. And they charge via USB-C, which is appreciated. Everything charges with USB-C. The massage gun I have charges with USB-C. My iPad, my Nintendo Switch charges with USB-C. Eventually my car is going to charge with USB-C, but I have a few things from Apple that don't charge with USB-C. So that's the thing. So it is appreciated that they charge with USB-C, but I also only use wireless charging with my AirPods for the most part. So that's how I charge the Beats, is the wireless charging. But yeah, so that's my take on the Beats just a week later, and I am decided I am returning them. I do have a little bit longer with them, like I said, longer return policy on most places right now. So I do have until mid-January to return the Beats, so I'm going to try them out a little bit longer before I send them back, just so I can get a few more thoughts and ideas on them. And if you guys like these style of videos where I'm just in the car driving, let me know what you think in the comments down below, because it's easier for me, for one, and I enjoy it. I enjoy this style of video. It's just more movement. It's not just me sitting in front of my beautiful wall of Apple products. Yeah. And so if you hadn't guessed yet, this video is shot with transparency mode. Audio is shot with my AirPods Pro. So this is going to be a comparison of sound quality, AirPods Pro versus Beats Studio Buds. So I'll put a little clip of the Beats in there as well. So this is my first impressions of the Beats Fit Pro. So that's that. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Beats Studio Buds versus AirPods Pro. If I am totally wrong and I should shut up, or if I'm totally right and I helped your buying decision. Either way, I'm curious to know. Let me know what other videos you want to see in the future. And if you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. Send me an email to shotonmyphonetech@gmail.com. Let me know. I will do my best to answer any questions, but you guys have been doing awesome lately watching my videos. My subscribers are going up. I'm almost at 300, guys. That's insane for me. So I'm excited to see where we can go next. New videos on the 13 Pro coming soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Jake. This is Shot on My Phone.